Hello there and welcome back to the channel. This is actually a quick update video in relation to the last one I put out on the new firmware for the Mavic 2 series, specifically the Pro and Zoom, and the ability to be able to use dual remote controllers. Now, as I said in that video, as of today, you can only do this on iOS because they have not released the latest version of software for Android or the smart remote controller yet. However, that does not mean you can't use dual remotes, because the Smart RC will default to master, and what you are able to do is set your standard Mavic 2 remote controller to slave. And to do this, you can only, as of today, do it on iOS. As I said, the latest version of Go is version 4.3.16, but if you do have an iOS device, you can simply go into the settings, down to remote controller. You can see at the bottom it says remote controller type, which is master, primary. You can then go to bind it, and you can bind it in slave mode. So even though you can't do this setting on the smart controller, you can do it on the secondary one, and that means it will work. So you simply bind your smart controller as normally, then connect an iOS device up to your secondary controller, bind it as slave, and you will then have the dual remote controller setup. Now, very shortly, DJI will be releasing that updated app for the smart controller, and that will allow you to bind it in master or slave just like this. However, as of today, if you do want to do it, you can do it with your standard remote, but only on iOS. Something else to be aware of on this as well, that even though you can set this on iOS, you can still use Android after this point, because this is only the ability to bind it in one way or the other. Once you have done that, it will stay that way, and you could then chuck an iOS or Android device on the bottom of this, and it will still work as your slave controller. So the thing to understand is the setting for master or slave is only been added to iOS as of today. It will be coming to Android, and it will be coming to the smart controller shortly. However, regardless, you can still use master and slave as long as you bind your standard remote as the slave. Something else just I'll add on this, as I did mention in the other video, this only works with the Mavic 2 series remotes. So that is the smart controller or the Mavic 2 original remote like this one. You cannot use the Mavic Pro remote at this time. So that was it really. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update that you can use the dual remote controller setup as of today, even though the smart controller hasn't had the software yet. That's it. Thank you very much for watching. Please do subscribe, and I will do another video again soon. And that is it for this video. If you've liked what you've seen, please do check out some of the other videos we have on the channel. As I've mentioned, we do have over 150 of them. Also, please don't forget to subscribe by clicking that button in the bottom right hand corner of the video. You'll get updates, and please do check out the links in the description if you're going to buy any products. That's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll do another video again soon.